Rondale Moore was 25 years old, one of the fastest players in the NFL, and according to everyone who coached or played alongside him, he was the kind of person who lit up every room he walked into. This past weekend, the football world received news that has left players, coaches, and fans completely stunned. Moore, a wide receiver who most recently suited up for the Minnesota Vikings, was found deceased on Saturday, February 21st, in his hometown of New Albany, Indiana, the same town where his football journey first began. What makes this story so difficult to process isn't just the loss itself. It's everything that came before it. The injuries, the setbacks, the comebacks, and how a career defined by resilience ended at a moment when so many people thought his best days were still ahead of him. To understand who Rondale Moore was, you have to go back to Purdue University, where he quickly became one of the most electrifying playmakers in college football. His combination of speed and explosiveness was genuinely rare, the kind that scouts describe as once-in-a-generation athleticism. That talent earned him a second-round selection in the 2021 NFL Draft by the Arizona Cardinals, and for a moment it looked like the league had found its next great weapon at wide receiver. His early years with the Cardinals showed flashes of exactly what people expected. Quick routes, yards after the catch, plays that made defensive coordinators rethink their coverage schemes. But then the injuries came. Multiple serious knee injuries derailed what had been a promising trajectory. According to publicly available reports, Moore dealt with setbacks that kept pulling him off the field at the exact moments his career needed consistency. In 2024, he was traded to the Atlanta Falcons, where he hoped a fresh start would give him the clean slate his career needed. That hope was short-lived. Another knee injury during training camp placed him on injured reserve once again. Still, he didn't stop. That competitive spirit his coaches always talked about pushed him to sign with the Minnesota Vikings ahead of the 2025 season. And then, in the very first preseason game, he tore his ACL, his third significant knee injury in just a few years. He was placed on injured reserve for the third time in his professional career. His college coach, Jeff Brom, shared a statement following the news of his passing. He described Moore as, quote, "the ultimate competitor that wouldn't back down from any challenge, and someone with a work ethic that was unmatched by anyone." Brom also wrote that Moore was a great teammate that would come through in any situation, and that everyone who knew him loved his smile. Those words paint a picture that many people close to Moore have echoed, a young man who gave everything he had, every single time, no matter what the circumstances looked like. The Floyd County coroner confirmed that Moore's death is currently under investigation and that an autopsy has been scheduled. The New Albany police chief told multiple local media outlets that, reportedly, Moore died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. His body was found in a garage in the town where he was born and raised. The NFL community's response has been immediate and emotional. Former teammates, coaches, and players across the league have taken to social media to share memories, offer condolences, and remind the world that behind every jersey number is a real person navigating real pressures, both on and off the field. This story raises important questions that go beyond football, questions about the mental and emotional weight athletes carry, especially those dealing with repeated injuries that strip away the one thing they've dedicated their entire lives to. Questions about support systems, about what happens when the spotlight fades, and about how we, as fans, as communities, can do better at recognizing when someone might be struggling. Rondale Moore was 25 years old. He was a son, a teammate, a competitor, and by every account, someone who made the people around him better. His story is a reminder that athletic achievement and personal struggle can exist at the same time, and that the people we admire most are still human. If this story moved you in any way, the conversation doesn't have to end here. In the next video, we're looking at the broader conversation the NFL has been having about player mental health and the resources available to athletes navigating career-altering injuries. It's a story that deserves more attention, and one that directly connects to everything you just heard. Subscribe so you don't miss the follow-up. And if you or someone you know is struggling, the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is available 24/7. Just call or text 988.